Hey there and welcome to a brand new Blender tutorial. In this one I'm going to show you how to get nice looking glass in EEVEE. EEVEE isn't really known to give the best glass results, as you can see here, but in the build 4.1.1, which is the one we are currently using here, the glass structure has improved significantly with the first EEVEE Next features coming to Blender as of right now. So without any further ado, let me show you how to do it. So I basically set up this basic scene with an HDRI and two types of glasses. This is the standard material and I want to show you how to get better results than this. So first, right off the bat, we're going to enable screen space reflections here. And then we're going to go here and disable half res trace and enable refraction. Now basically I want to set the trace precision to something high, preferably 1, and the maximum roughness to 1 as well. So next up, since we already have this glass, which is basically just a glass BSDF node with a slight tint here and a juice inside of it with a different IOR, this is good to go. So let's go to the material tab. Here you will notice the ray trace refraction, which wasn't there before. So this is a nice new addition and it will enable us to get nice looking glass. I'm going to select the main object here and click on ray trace refraction, and you will see right off the bat it looks like this, which is way better than the results that we used to have before. Now actually, if we do the same thing for this here, it will just disappear. So there is only one layer of ray tracing that we can do as of right now. So it's not really up to Cycles levels, but this is basically good enough. But let's see how we can make this even better. Let's create a new material, which we are going to call Advanced Glass. And this is only for EEVEE. For Cycles, I wouldn't recommend using this. For Cycles, there's way better shaders. So we're going to start off with a refraction node. We're going to plug this in here, and I'm just quickly going to steal the color from here by copy pasting the color from one node to the other. So this is basically the same thing as the other one. I'm going to enable this refraction feature, and that is basically the same as this. I'm going to set the IR to the same value, so you can see we get the same kinds of reflections here, or refractions. Next up, I'm going to get myself a mix shader. I'm going to pair it with a glossy node. So the glossy BSDF, I'm going to plug it into the bottom socket. I'm going to put the roughness to 0. So right now we get this metallic structure all over our glass, which is not what we want. So I'm going to take a Fresnel node, and with an IOR of 1.5, basically the same thing that we have put here, I'm going to plug that into the factor. So we only get the reflections where we actually expect them to be. I'm going to multiply this, or copy this mix shader, plug it in here as well. And I'm going to duplicate this glossy and plug it in here. So basically what that's going to do is, once I put this roughness to 1, we get like an even sheen all across our object. If I mute this, you can see here we get this little sheen, which looks quite nice. It diffuses the light a little bit in the glass, which is like the multiple scatterings that you would get in Cycles. I'm going to apply the same material here, so you can see the difference that makes on the right hand side of the glass. It does make a little bit of a difference. It's not major, but it's the little things that count. Now this already should be better than what you have here, but let me create this advanced juice. Advanced juice. Going to steal the color from this. Let me take this, copy, and paste it in here. Give me the color, like so. We're not going to enable the ray tracing refraction here because it's going to disappear for that simple reason. So now what we're going to do is some magic. Let me put this here as well. Is some magic. We're basically going to take a texture coordinate node. Oops, I can't write. Coordinate, yes, like this. We're going to take the generated and plug it into a vector math node, and we're going to set that to refract. So not reflect, but refract, yes. And we're going to take the object and do it like so. Next up, I'm going to duplicate this node and set this to multiply, and plug the top socket in here and the reflection into the bottom. That's basically the entire magic behind this thing. I'm going to plug that in here, plug that in here, and plug that in here. You can also plug it into the Fresnel if you wanted to, like so. You can, but you don't have to. It doesn't make that big of a difference. But I prefer to keep it in. So basically, that is one way to get this refraction material going. To get like this deep looking glass. You can already see how it disperses the light all around this this glass, even though it's only in the juice part. Let me copy that over here as well. Give me the color. Now I'm going to delete this, and we're left with that. As you can see, this is it. And I think it looks quite nice. You can play around with the refraction value. The more you change it, the more different kinds of results you get. Don't overdo it. Once you go above 1, it gets kind of messy, and if you get too low, it gets messy again. So I wouldn't play with it too much, but within the realm of, whoops, what did I do here? Within the realm of like 0.1 to 1, you can get quite nice looking results. I like leaving it at 1, maybe a little bit lower, like so. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but yeah, basically, I think this glass looks quite a lot better than the standard glass, and that's basically the entire setup. It's the same for the juice and the glass. The same setup. It's just the color that's different. And I want to set this IOR to 1.333. Here as well, 1.333. So that even looks a little bit nicer, a little bit more realistic. So yeah, here you can play with the IOR as well, but that doesn't change too much in my opinion. Can get some interesting results. It kind of distorts a little bit differently the more you play with it, but again, once you go above 1, it gets messy quite quickly. So yeah, I hope you liked this. Once you play around with this, you can get different kinds of shimmers, but yeah, that should be it. Let me rotate both glasses for you. Individual origins. As you can see, our glass behaves a lot nicer when rotated to different angles than the standard one still. So yeah, I would always go with the one that I just showed you how to make. But yeah, without any further ado, that would be it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.